If you have $50,000 in a bank account right now, I have a question for you: do you actually own it? Most people think their bank balance is a mountain of cash sitting in a vault. It isn't. In 2026, your bank balance is nothing more than a legal claim, a dry cleaning receipt for money the bank has already lent out, spent, or gambled on the repo market. And the rules of the game just changed. For decades, the middle class has been sold a lie, that saving is the path to freedom. But look at the data. While you're earning 0.5% interest, inflation is silently eroding your purchasing power by 5 or 10% every year. You aren't saving, you're subsidizing the system's debt. This is what we call the liquidity trap. You feel wealthy because the number on your screen stays the same, but the value behind that number is evaporating in real time. Why is this happening now? Because the global financial plumbing is being rebuilt. We are moving away from the old world of physical ownership into a new era of permissioned access. Think about it. You can't withdraw a large amount of your own cash without an interview. You can't move your wealth across borders without a dozen digital flags. The invisible thief isn't just taking your money through inflation, it's taking your control through regulation. But the liquidity trap is only the first layer of the erasure of the middle class. While you're worried about your bank balance, a much larger force is being prepared behind the scenes. A force that will change not just how you spend your money, but whether you're allowed to spend it at all. In Chapter 2, we're pulling back the curtain on the CBDC Trojan horse, and why the elite are terrified of what's coming next. But if the current banking system is a liquidity trap, what comes next is far more calculated. Enter the central bank digital currency, or CBDC. Governments aren't just moving money to the blockchain to be efficient, they are doing it to be effective. Unlike the cash in your wallet, a CBDC is programmable. This means your wealth now comes with an if or then clause. But imagine a world where your money has an expiration date: use it by the end of the month or it vanishes to stimulate the economy. Or a world where your carbon footprint or social credit score determines if you can buy a plane ticket or a gallon of gas. In a CBDC system, the central bank doesn't just see your transactions, they approve them. Your savings account is no longer a store of value, it's a social permission slip. As we move through 2026, the pilot programs are already ending and the full-scale implementation is beginning. This isn't a future theory, it's the new operating system for the global economy. The Trojan horse has already entered the gates, disguised as convenience and security. But while the masses are being ushered into this digital cage, the world's most powerful players are playing a different game entirely. They aren't waiting for the CBDC rollout, they are busy acquiring the only things that cannot be programmed, deleted, or devalued. In Chapter 3, we look at the asset grab, and the shocking truth of what they are buying while you are being distracted. While the public is distracted by the headlines of the day, the 1% are quietly executing a massive pivot. They aren't holding cash, and they aren't waiting for the next bank bailout. From Jeff Bezos to Bill Gates, the world's wealthiest individuals are moving their liquidity into things that cannot be printed by a central bank. Farmland, private energy grids, and deep water ports. They are buying the infrastructure of the future while the middle class is being sold the debt of the past. The elite are also retreating into private equity, markets that are shielded from the volatility of the public stock exchanges. They are moving into hard assets that represent real-world value, minerals, timber, and sovereign debt that is backed by gold. They are building a fortress around their wealth, leaving the traditional stock market as a playground for the retail investors who will be left holding the bag when the music stops. But knowing what they are buying is only half the battle. To survive the 2026 transition, you have to know how to move like they do. In our final chapter, we reveal the Axiom strategy, the specific exits the elite use to protect their legacy, and how you can begin your own migration before the gate is locked for good. By now, you understand the trap. The 2026 economy isn't designed to help you grow, it's designed to harvest your liquidity. But here is the secret the headlines won't tell you: the same digital tools they are using to track you can also be used to liberate you. While the masses are being ushered into the CBDC cage, a quiet minority is moving their wealth into sovereign assets. They are disconnecting from the traditional grid before the final switch is flipped. The first pillar of the Axiom strategy is physical sovereignty. In a digital world, anything that can be turned off with a button isn't truly yours. This is why we see the smart money moving back into hard units. Gold, silver, and productive land. Not paper gold, but physical custody. If you cannot touch it, you do not own it. In the coming months, the gap between paper wealth and physical wealth will become a chan. You must decide which side you are standing on. The second pillar is digital self-custody. The elite are moving their liquid capital out of commercial banks and into private, encrypted ledgers. They are utilizing decentralized protocols that exist outside the reach of any single government's freeze button. This isn't about speculation, it's about insurance. It's about ensuring that when the programmable trap closes, your ability to trade remains intact. You are not a customer of the bank, you are the bank. The 2026 Great Reset is not a theory, it is an active migration. You can either be a spectator of the crash, or an architect of your own survival. The gate is closing, and the information you just watched is your map to the exit. This is the Axiom Narrative. Subscribe to follow the money, before the money follows you. I'll see you in the next chapter.